quiet happiness of being expected. Somewhere bright, golden years, your daily magazine for healthy aging and happy retirement. Today's conversation, the quiet happiness of being expected somewhere. Every day brings a new story, a gentle reminder, or a quiet idea that can help us live well, age gracefully, and appreciate the beauty of ordinary life. Let's begin. A gentleman in his late 70s once told me about the best part of every Tuesday. It wasn't a special family dinner or an exciting trip. It wasn't a doctor's appointment with good news or a celebration with old friends. Every Tuesday morning, he walked 3 blocks to a small neighborhood library where he volunteered to read picture books to young children. "I don't think they come because I'm a wonderful storyteller," he laughed. "But every Tuesday when I open that door, a few little faces look up and smile because they were expecting me." Then he paused for a moment before quietly adding, "You know, that's a wonderful feeling." His words stayed with me because they revealed something beautifully simple. We all want to feel that somewhere, someone is glad we're coming. When we're younger, that feeling often comes naturally. Our families need us. Our coworkers depend on us. Friends call because they know we'll be there. Our calendars fill themselves before we even notice. Life keeps asking for us. Then, almost without warning, life changes. Retirement arrives. Children build lives of their own. Neighbors move away. The phone rings a little less often. The calendar slowly grows quieter. At first, that silence can feel unfamiliar. Some people even wonder whether they still matter as much as they once did. But perhaps the question isn't whether we are needed. Perhaps it's whether we are still choosing places where our presence matters. There is something deeply comforting about belonging to a small routine that includes other people. It may be the local coffee shop where the person behind the counter already knows your favorite drink. It may be a walking group that always waits for everyone before starting. It may be a church choir, a community garden, a book club, or a neighborhood volunteer program. Sometimes it is nothing more than feeding the ducks at the same pond every Friday morning, where another familiar face waves from across the water. These moments may seem ordinary, but they quietly remind us that we are still connected to the world around us. Human beings were never meant to live entirely alone. We are storytellers, listeners, helpers, neighbors, grandparents, friends, and companions. Those roles may change with time, but they never completely disappear. Growing older often invites us to discover new ways of sharing who we are. Perhaps we no longer spend 40 hours each week at work, but we have patience that young parents often need. We have stories that children have never heard. We have experience that someone else is searching for. We have kindness that costs nothing, yet can brighten another person's day. Sometimes we underestimate how valuable simply showing up can be. Think about the mail carrier who smiles because you always wave from the porch. The cashier who asks how your garden is growing because you mentioned it last week. The neighbor who feels reassured when your curtains open every morning, knowing you're doing well. These small relationships may never become lifelong friendships, yet together, they create something surprisingly important. They create belonging. One of the quiet blessings of aging is realizing that belonging doesn't require a crowded room. It only requires genuine connection. A single meaningful conversation can brighten an entire day. A shared laugh with someone you barely know can stay with you much longer than hours spent scrolling through headlines. Even caring for a pet reminds us that someone is waiting for us to come home. Someone is happy to hear the front door open. Someone notices when we're there. Perhaps that is why routines become more meaningful as we grow older. They aren't simply habits. They become little promises between us and the people we meet along the way. The gentleman from the library once told me something else I'll never forget. He said, "I thought I was volunteering to help children learn to read. It turns out they were helping me remember that I still had something to give." What a beautiful discovery. Purpose doesn't always arrive through grand achievements. Sometimes it quietly appears in the smile of someone who was hoping to see us today. Today's world often celebrates being busy, but perhaps the richer question isn't, how much did I accomplish today? Perhaps it's, did I make someone's day a little brighter simply because I was there? We may never know all the ways our presence touches other people's lives. A kind greeting, holding a door open, remembering someone's name, listening without interrupting, sharing a story, offering encouragement. These simple acts leave gentle footprints that often last much longer than we imagine. As the years pass, we begin to understand that significance isn't measured by applause or recognition. More often, it is measured by quiet consistency, by being someone others can count on, by showing up, by caring, by reminding another human being that they are not alone. And perhaps, without even realizing it, they remind us of the very same thing. Today's gentle challenge is a simple one. Choose one place this week where you can become a familiar face. It might be your local library, a neighborhood café, a community center, a volunteer group, or simply a nearby park where people gather. Go, not because you have to, but because connection grows one familiar smile at a time. You may discover that someone was quietly hoping to see you even before they knew your name. If today's conversation touched your heart, we'd love to hear from you. Tell us in the comments about a place where you feel welcomed or expected. Your story may inspire someone else to step outside, make a new connection, and discover a little more joy. If you enjoyed today's conversation, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need this gentle reminder today. Thank you for spending these peaceful moments with us. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself, keep showing up with kindness, and remember that one of life's greatest blessings is knowing that somewhere, someone is happy to see you. I'll see you in our next conversation.